Hello, I'm back from my adventures in the north. Yes, so this is a Retrotech 120p challenge. You can have as many practice goes as you want, but as soon as you press the record button, it's 2 credits and you against the world, my friend. This week we are playing Return of the Invaders, which is the 3rd part of the Space Invaders trilogy, and it came out 6 whole years after the second part, Space Invaders Part 2. Sort of benefited, I think, from improved technology. Does it play as well? It's up to you to decide. I don't know, really. It didn't come out on anything, as far as I'm aware. It did eventually come out, I think, in 2005 on the Taito Legends PlayStation 2, Xbox, Windows formats. But as at the time it did come out, which I found a bit surprising considering the success of the series up until that point. Get yourself onto the Retrotech 120p challenge if you've never seen it before, because you might get to choose the next game. You never know, might be worth a go, eh? I don't like those green things because they kill you very, very easily. But there's not a lot to talk about with this game. It's Space Invaders, isn't it? It's very hard, which is why the video is really short. So I'm going to instead get straight to the genital facts. And let's talk about pornography, because unfortunately it's very hard to do. There's so many games set in space, which I can't really talk about anything else genitals wise. So I'm going to talk about Sexploration, which was a failed 2015 Indiegogo attempt to film a pornography completely in space, believe it or not. And it was run by those fine hand shandy purveyors, Pornhub. What they were trying to do was they were trying to get £3 million together to make this movie, which would feature just the 2 porn stars, those being Eva Lovia, I don't know, and Johnny Sins. And basically what they were going to do is they were going to just go into space and get their jiggies on. Now, unfortunately, it didn't achieve what they were hoping. It only got 6% of their intended target, which was about £200,000, which is well short of what they needed to do some interstellar, it's not right, is it? Extraterrestrial? I don't know. Intergalactic? Intersolar sexual intercourse. They did offer things like top tier rewards, included tickets to the premiere and access to Johnny's website. Now, I'm sorry, but perhaps the right thing to do there was to offer a quick sesh with Johnny or Eva, and then they might have got their intended amount of money. Now, you may think, well, they are just sex performers, they're not prostitutes, but then really, what's the difference apart from the fact there's a camera there? A missed opportunity for them back in 2015. Now, you may be thinking, I've heard that there's been a porno filmed in space way before 2015, and you are in a way correct, because the closest to porn they got was in Earth's upper atmosphere, where there is zero gravity achievable for 20 seconds. Now, that first film filmed up there in the upper atmosphere was the Uranus experiment, which featured such luminaries as Sylvia Saint and Look As I Die and Destroy the Planet. I better speed this up. But other movies have achieved this idea, with only one having the Genital issue during that 20-second period. I would imagine that it's not particularly pleasant or erotic to be thrown about by a plane with no oxygen. So well done to those people for performing. That is the end of my go for this week. This week's video is going to be pretty unpopular, I think. It's going to be about the weird stats in the 16-bit era, or the late 16-bit versions of FIFA. Road to World Cup 98. So, yeah, very strange. Anyway, until next week, like, subscribe, and thanks, bye.